What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. So it's time to talk about current Chicago Bull, Lonzo Ball. So Lonzo went on Angel Reese's podcast and she asked Lonzo what was his Mount Rushmore of basketball. Mount Rushmore is four guys, four individuals. So he went on to say LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, and Steph Curry. He said, I would go Magic, but what Steph doing, the way he building up his resume, I gotta go with Steph, right? So Angel Reese asks about Kobe. And Lonzo says, I love Kobe, but he was never the best player to me ever. He said, just because he has the most misses ever as well. He threw that in there, right? Now let's assess this. Okay. It's not uncommon for me to not hear Kobe Bryant is not in somebody's Mount Rushmore. I know a lot of people that don't have Kobe Bryant in their top four. A lot of people have him in their top five. I know people that got him in their top seven. But it's not uncommon for me to hear he's not in people's top four. Top four, my Mount Rushmore basketball is Michael Jeffrey Jordan, LeBron James, then it would be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and then it would be Magic Johnson, right? All the individuals I named are probably the greatest to ever play their position. The greatest to ever play their positions. So, Kobe is the second greatest two guard to play the game behind Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So, I'm not shocked that he doesn't have him in his top four in his Mount Rushmore. Now, let's get to the other parts, though. He said Kobe was never the best player ever. Now, I would disagree with that. I think Kobe had a span of being the best player from 2006 to probably 2009, around that time. Although sometimes I'll argue LeBron being the best player in the league in 2009. But if not 2009, 2010 was definitely LeBron James by far, by a Mississippi mile. But I sometimes say 2009 LeBron really started as the best player in the league. But yeah, because 04, 05-ish, around that time, Tim Duncan was still at one that won. You know what I'm saying? And then I think after that, Kobe went to another level. But I believe he was the best player in the NBA for at least a span of 3 to 4 years to me. Now, LeBron had a span for about 10 years, almost 10 years, 10 years for real. About 10 years almost really being the best player in the league, 9 at least, right? But yeah, I do believe Kobe was the best player in the league for a span. But then he said just because he got the most misses ever. Well, I would like to correct Lonzo Ball. Now LeBron James has the most misses ever. LeBron is my favorite player all time, the guy that I was able to watch from start to finish. I only remember watching Michael Jordan's last season. I'm 31 years old. I remember watching Michael Jordan with my father here in Chicago when I was 5 years old in 98, right? But I watched LeBron from start to finish. That was my guy, But yeah, LeBron has the most misses currently, although it took him 2 more seasons than Kobe played for him to pass Kobe. It took him 2 more seasons to become the missed shots leader than Kobe Bryant ever played. So Kobe got the most missed shots in a shorter span than LeBron James for sure. But LeBron James is currently, he holds the record for the most missed shots ever. But I want to look at this from a different way. Maybe Lonzo wasn't saying that. Maybe he was talking about Kobe's game. He basically said he got the most missed shots ever. He said, I never looked at him as the best player ever. And I think he probably talking about Kobe's playing style. Kobe was a volume shooter, and he wasn't always efficient. And I think that's what Lonzo is getting at. He wasn't the most efficient player. The people that he named in his Mount Rushmore were very efficient guys for the most part. Michael Jordan is efficient as hell. LeBron James, extremely efficient. Shaq, of course, he under the rim, efficient like a mug. I want to see what Steph's efficiency rate is. What is his shooting percentages all the way around. I would assume it to be high, but I did not do my research on it. I should have done that. But I believe Lonzo is looking at Kobe's playing style. Look how Lonzo plays. Lonzo himself is not a volume shooter. Never really was. is a guy that passes the ball a lot, that will pass to the open man, to a guy he will pass up a shot for a better shot. Kobe Bryant never played like that. Kobe Bryant is a weapon. Okay, he will shoot over 3-4 defenders. He took, as great as Kobe was, and again, people take my criticisms of Kobe game as hate for him. I criticize Kobe game because a lot of people that love Kobe Bryant act like LeBron got all of these flaws, and I'm like, well, Kobe, he wasn't the perfect player either, and I point out the flaws. He would pass up great shots just to shoot over 3-4 defenders because he feel like, I'm the best player. I take all the shots a lot. He would do that a lot. And he would take a lot of ill-advised or bad shots. Now, Kobe was the second best difficult shot maker I've ever seen behind Steph Curry, but Kobe took a lot of bad shots. And to Lonzo, to him, that's not good basketball. Now, people can say what they want to say about Zoe being injured for years and all of that. Cool. But before Zoe got hurt, I'm talking about in Chicago, we were on a wave to like really probably making some noise. What messed up the DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine era was really Lonzo Ball getting hurt. Lonzo was the perfect facilitator. He got guys high percentage shots all the time. He played outstanding defense, right? He had he had a high basketball IQ, right? He improved his 3-point shot. He improved his free throw shooting. He shot when necessary. He would pass up shots for himself for a better shot all the time. So he knows basketball. I just think his brain is wired to be a guy that does not just volume shoot over 4 and 3 defenders. He's not wired like that. So when he sees that, I think he looks and says, yo, that's not good basketball. That's not smart. And I think that's why he probably likes a guy like LeBron James, a guy who's not going to shoot over 4 defenders, a guy who's going to pass to the open man. If he know a dude over here in the corner is a 40% free throw 3-point shooter and he's getting tripled or doubled, he gonna pass to swing the ball to the open man because that's the right basketball play to make. And I think that's why Lonzo said that. Why he got the most misses ever. He may have not been talking about statistically. I think he's talking about Kobe missing shots that were oftentimes ill-advised. You know what I mean? And I don't think Lonzo hates Kobe Bryant at all. Because this is a kid that grew up in California, Chino Hills, California kid. He watched the Lakers all the time. I think he saw that and say, yo, I don't think that's the way I want to play basketball. I want to play it. He looked at it a little differently. Like, yo, he's a point guard. So he wouldn't think like a 2-guard thing. He wouldn't think like a killer. Like a two. That's what they call the 2-guard, the killer. Michael Jordan, AI and them, volume shooters. AI is a volume shooter, was not efficient like that. Fun to watch, but a volume shooter, right? And so a point guard, him, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, Zoe, Magic, Isaiah. I'm not putting Lonzo Ball in the same category as Isaiah Thomas, Chicago's own, might I add, or Magic Johnson. I'm not putting him in those categories, but I'm saying point guards, like those individuals, while they can lead a team in scoring, not Lonzo. Zeke, because Zeke was always the leading scorer on the Detroit Pistons. And Magic, they can lead a team in scoring. They not going to shoot over 4 defenders. Like, that's just not their style. You know what I mean? So I think it came down to that. He had an up close seat, figuratively, to watching Kobe during that Lakers three-peat and that dynasty and all. He had an up close seat to see those type of things, watching Kobe in his heyday. And he's like, I don't really like that style of play. And I think that's really what it is. You got dudes like Dreamers Pro, Tottabinsky here, Tottabinsky. He's saying that, Tottabinsky here. Cleveland Brown Jr. is saying that Lonzo is disrespecting Kobe. But he get to say all type of wild. Anytime somebody say all type of wild shit about LeBron James, it's not disrespect. And it's not hate. But now he's saying Lonzo hating on Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I can see if he's saying when he said he was never the best player ever to him. Now I think Kobe had a span of for like three years. Again, 3 to 4 years maybe being the best player. But yeah, I think Lonzo probably, his brain is wired differently. He's looking at, as a point guard and a pass first point guard, he looking like, that style of play is not appeasing. It's not appealing to him at all. I can imagine Zoe watching Kobe and say, man, that's not a good shot. Even when he hit it. Damn. Derek Fisher is open right here. Jordan Farmer open over there. Trevor Ariza open right there. You know what I'm saying? He should have passed it in the paint to Pau Gasol. Those type of things, you know, and I think that's probably where he was coming from with that. But it's so funny because Dreamers Pro now, oh, you hate on Kobe. Man, Troll Trubisky here. Got a good show today here. Got a good show today for you guys, man. Lonzo Ball. That damn Lonzo Ball. Hitting on Kobe Bryant. Hitting on the great Black Mamba. Mamba mentality. Just, you know, his old mush mouth ass, man. Yeah, I just think, I think Zoe looking at it from a whole different perspective. That's just my thought on that, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.